Pop Culture Minefield is brought to you by the Bottom of My House Foundation, and in part, by Gary's Backdoor.
Is your personality chip turned on?
Is it yours?
No.
Sucks to be you.
Sucks to be you. All right. We got Gambit back in the house, home from vacation. We got Snorty here. Greetings, guys. And let's see, John's in the house. What's up, John Whitaker? And that's it so far. So, hi, guys. We have Real Popcorn here today. Joining us on the show. And apparently between us, a very veiny Dick Stallone. Hey, Alpha's here too. What's up, Alpha? And I actually showed Anima. It's like, he's not an actor, but Stallone has great love for Randy Couture, and so I showed his fight with Brockner, highlights of it, not the whole fight. The fight's only 10 minutes, but we watched 3 minutes of it. And so she could see the kind of guy that Couture is and how good a fighter he is. Even though he got his ass handed to him by Brockner. And he really did. I don't know if you guys seen that fight. It was...
No, I haven't.
It's two guys that are wrestlers going at it and throwing fists, knees and shit. I was showing her, explaining, like, as they're grappling up against the gated ring, how that you use your body weight to exhaust the other opponent and tenderize their muscle with your chin. And it's fucking intense fight. And I think one of my favorite moments is when Brockner fucking threw a hard knee into Couture's thigh. And I'm like, that fucking hurt. And I know that hurt him because that was a hell of a knee. But I don't know. That's UFC. I like all MMA. It's all MMA. And I just like the sport. I've always been a proponent of the pugilistic arts. I was a martial artist and a boxer. And I even hit a guy on a football field once. Almost got killed over it. He was wearing a single bar face guard on his helmet. And he had speared me. And I got angry because he hit me right in the chest and it fucking hurt. And it knocked me on the ground. And he had come up and hit my face mask after he speared me. And when he did, it jammed my, what do you call them? Mouthpiece, the guard for my teeth, had jammed it into the back of my throat, past the tonsils. And it was still connected to my face guard. So when I pulled my face guard forward, it popped out like a cork.
Dude, there are so many innuendos in this anecdote.
I know, very gay, very gay. And I pulled it out because I couldn't breathe. And the minute I did, I sucked in that cold autumn air and in Virginia. And that's when I realized he had chipped my tooth. He had hit me so hard it chipped my tooth. And I got really angry because he walked by and he pointed at me and he laughed. And I rolled up, came up behind him, and I spun him around. And he just looked at me like, what? And my fist went right through the little area, this little area right between the nose guard and the wall of the helmet. And I just went in and popped him right in the eye. And he went backwards. And when he did, his helmet twisted slightly. And I was like a monkey trying to get a cookie out of a vase. My fist got stuck in his face guard. And there was this momentary panic where I forgot to just open my hand. If I opened my hand, he would just fall. But no, I'm sitting there and I began shaking him, trying to get him up my fist because I saw all the other players coming at me. And I'm like, oh, shit. And then I went, oh, and I opened my hand and he fell to the ground. And my guys, thank God, Bubba, all those guys, George Herlock, all those guys were there, saved my ass from an ass beating from the whole team. And I got kicked out of the game, but it was worth it. Left me with a big old chip in my tooth, and then I got more chipped later by getting hit by an old man because he was confused. And yay, I like pain. So Gary, like getting into the ring with sweaty guys. Goddamn right.
Rolling over the floor in a tight embrace.
So Gary, I don't like doing that. I don't grapple. If I'm doing close quarter combat, because like I told somebody one time, I said, you don't engage with BJJ. You just don't engage with it because they require you to engage for them to do what they're going to do. If you don't, BJJ doesn't really work all the time.
Okay, people, he's saying Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, okay? Don't think otherwise.
They've got to fucking know. It's like we've got a very knowledgeable crowd. I'm just giving you guys credit that you know what that means. So Gary had things stuffed in his mouth. You goddamn right. That night I did. And
not only stuff in his mouth, but thrusted into his throat.
Thrust into my throat. Making that pop. By the way, that is like, as men, we wander around RedTube and X Hamster and all those fucking adult porn sites with hot women, right? We do that.
Yeah, but
and
that's only for research.
My least favorite that I run into, and I mean, I'm serious. I'm like out of there the minute it pops up, is the violent BJ videos. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate that shit, and I don't understand guys that think that's sexy doing that. I don't get it. I don't understand that. But yeah. Hey, good movie, by the way. She made allegations later against her husband and the other producers that they drugged her for that whole movie. Linda Lovelace.
Really?
Yeah, you never heard about that?
Nope.
Yeah, Linda Lovelace allegations against producers of Deep Throat. Yeah, I think it was in the 90s. Linda Lovelace alleged that she was coerced, bullied, threatened, and raped by her then husband, Chuck Trainer, who directed and produced the 1972 film Deep Throat. She claimed she was forced into the industry at gunpoint. And,
holy shit.
And they don't mention it here, but there was also a mention that she had been drugged for some of it. And she later became an anti-porn activist. And while supporters of Trainer disputed the claims, it's really kind of a he said, she said situation. So it's crazy. Look it up sometime, man. That blew my fucking mind that she blew all those dicks. Yeah, that joke kind of wrote itself. Anyway, didn't say it was a good joke, but it wrote itself. So let's get into this movie, though, because that's what we're here to talk about is
yes,
the Expendables. I heard some people go, like a friend of mine, I'm not going to say who it was, that's in the chat, not going to call you out, single you out, that didn't like that we're doing these. And I'm like, man, fuck that. I enjoyed these movies. These are pure escapism. Pure escapism. And I am so tired of film directors trying to make it like they're doing high art when all they're doing is big budget escapism. And when they fail at their job to create proper escapism, and then turn and blame the audience because their film didn't work that way. And I don't care how successful some of these films are. Some of them went on to be successful, some of them didn't. But, and yes, I'm absolutely referring to Christopher Nolan. Nolan really thinks too much of what he does, and it bugs me. It's like, I really wish he would just be a filmmaker and shut the fuck up past that. Oh, look, if those things were true, Gambit, he was a complete fucking bastard. And his name is Traynor, but you're close to the spelling. But instead of an I, it's a Y. Sharon Stone didn't know they were filming her when she did the crotch shot in Fatal Instinct.
Right.
He is, look, she's a lunatic.
Like, I'm going to believe that.
She's got shit wrong with her. And if she told me the sun was rising tomorrow, I would stay up and check for myself. I would not trust
You
her.
don't do a thing like that in a room full of cameras, period. Unless you intend to do it. So
she knew where the camera was. She knew exactly where the camera was.
The camera is in front of her. At a lower angle.
That camera, that entire camera with dolly and all of that, is the size of one of those little economy cars, that electric cars. I can't think of their names. They look like little clown cars, like somebody's shoe. They look like shoe. And those camera units are huge. That was the 35 millimeter Aeroflex cameras that he used in that. That thing's a behemoth. It's like, I mean, it's not as big as the IMAX cameras, but it's about half the size of one of the IMAX cameras. And, she said that, and it's a fucking lie. It's like, I don't look there and go, I wonder if no, I don't doubt for a second she's lying. Absolutely. There's no truth in what she said. Don't believe it for a second.
Gambit,
no, I'm not back from vacation, still in Spain. Oh, cool.
Good for you.
My favorite place, and I hope you go there. I liked Malaga, but Marbella was the shit.
Now,
but I'm sorry. Why would you go to Spain in August? The whole country is like an oven.
Now, Gambit, if you're a fan of Star Wars and you have the chance, you need to go to Plaza de España. That's where they filmed the scenes of Naboo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Or go to that area where they shot the scenes for Conan the Barbarian with the Wheel of Pain. I understand some of that stuff is still there.
Really?
Oh, that would be cool.
Oh, it would be nice. A photo in a picture of one pushing the wheel.
Yeah. So I'm going to get into the film now. So production on this film actually began while they were making the first film. And Stallone began writing Expendables 2, and it was in late 2010. And Couture even talked about it in one of his interviews that, he had already heard what they were going to do, and he was stoked that he was already preparing to do the second film. So he pretty much finished the first draft of the script in 2011, and then finalized it in March of 2011. Before filming began later that year. He co-wrote the screenplay with Richard Wink. And Wink, I think, was there primarily to help make sure there was a structure to the story. Because, the one thing that Stallone focuses on is character and dialogue and action. He's really good at writing out action. And I think Wink's primary job was to make sure it was structured right. The writing timeline is basically the project entered development following the success of the first film, even though technically he was actually working on an idea all the way back, because Couture was aware of it while they were shooting the film, and he said it in an interview. The script was completed and ready as Stallone met with potential directors, and the finished film was released in theaters in 2012. it was a really fast turnaround, and I think it was pretty smart what he did. The primary locations that they filmed for this was in Bulgaria, New Orleans, Hong Kong. Principal photography began in September of 2011, utilizing major studio sets and notable landscape drops. Now, I want you to remember 2011 is when, 2010 is when they released the first film, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So all of 2011, he was working on this film. So then the Bulgaria shoot was Plovdiv. How do you pronounce that, honey? The Plovdiv Airport in Bulgaria.
Hold on, let me open that.
It's Plovdiv. Plovdiv. Is that it? Airport in Bulgaria is utilized for all the aerial and runway.
I think you're pretty much spot on.
I don't know.
Okay.
Only thing I know is I can only hear Kevin Klein in my head saying, "No, you're the Bulgarian."
You're the Bulgarian, right? They shot in Devataki Cave, Bulgaria, featuring prominently for a dramatic cavern action scene. And then Vitasha, Bulgaria, a mountain range outside of Sofia used for rugged terrain shoots. New Boyana Film Studios in Sofia, serving as the main indoor production hub. I also like that they built that little city, constructed it for the battle. It was just fucking awesome. It's a good film. It's a fun film. And Van Damme is a very good villain, by the way. Now, in the United States, they shot in New Orleans, providing a local, urban, and regional backdrops for select sequences in the film. So there you go. Now let's get into the casting. Now, this is according to, look, I'm using sources from Variety, The Hollywood Reporter, NBC News, and then, of course, Wikipedia with some of the information. So, according to The Hollywood Reporter, The Expendables 2, Sylvester Stallone cast the movie by intentionally targeting the iconic action stars from the past decade, just like he did in the first film, reviving their careers of these actors who had hit rough or dry patches and managing complex international scheduling. He approached casting like a minor miracle, balancing a large ensemble where every legendary star needed an equal moment to shine. And in the first film, he couldn't do that. This time, he was able to create more. So we got more of certain actors, and I'll start with Arnold. Stallone expanded Arnold Schwarzenegger's role in Expendables 2 by personally inviting him back after his brief cameo in the first movie, securing a larger commitment as the mercenary Trench Mauser. Schwarzenegger agreed without even reading the entire script, relying entirely on his trust in Stallone. Let's see. Then there was Bruce Willis. Stallone expanded Bruce Willis's brief cameo in the first movie, a major supporting role for the sequel, by leveraging personal friendships, past the business ties, and desire to unite the 80s classic action heroes from that period, which were really, yes, Dolph Lundgren was in quite some good films that I liked. Particularly, I really loved him in Red Scorpion. Rutger Hauer kind of surprised me that they didn't get him to pop in, because he had some good films, including turning to both Stallone and Schwarzenegger for advice how to do his movie, Wanted Dead or Alive, which I like that film with Gene Simmons as the villain.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he got Lundgren back, and I forgot to talk about this on Monday, was that there was a huge fucking buildup of anger and resentment between Lundgren and Stallone when they made the first film. Did you know about that?
No.
I always thought that they were friends.
Yeah.
They, despite the past friction, that's why his character was perceived to be dead and then suddenly comes back, because they made amends. That's really what happened. So the comeback formula, Stallone deliberately sought out actors who he had a moment and then maybe have fallen on some hard times, and give them another shot at mirroring how others helped him out of people helping him and is to him that Lundgren's looking at her a little too long. And that pissed Stallone off. So he confronted Dolph about it while working on the film together. And Lundgren just sort of blew it off, and kind of reminded him, I'm fucking Grace Jones, right? She's my main woman. And I'm going to tell you something. She would kill me if I cheated on her. He talked about this in several interviews, that he was monogamous as fuck with her in particular.
Wait. They were competing in which has the crazier woman.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. She is just like what's her name from the Resident Evil movies?
Mila
Jovovich. Mila Jovovich hurt a lot of stuntmen doing that film. Did you know that?
No.
She really wasn't very good at pulling her punches or kicks. And I think there was even an incident where she actually injured one of the dogs, because she's really excited to do this shit, but not very good at pulling the punches or kicks. And she hurt quite a few stuntmen. And same thing with Grace Jones. She knocked one stuntman unconscious.
Holy shit!
She did when she was in Conan the Destroyer. She hit him with the bow staff and knocked him unconscious, full force. And I do believe that take is on camera. So the two of them had to overcome this tension, Dolph and him. So during the first Expendables movie, Stallone had pushed Lundgren a little too hard through 20 stressful takes on a single scene in front of the entire crew, leading to some behind-the-scenes friction. And despite the past, though, he did come back. Lundgren was brought back for the sequels because Stallone valued his on-screen presence and the unique, unstable traits of the character Gunner that he played. And I like Gunnar Jensen. But let me get into the shit that happened. So Stallone, who directed the first film, yelled at Lundgren in front of the entire crew. And the international press was there too, forcing him to do roughly 20 takes for a single shot. And according to Variety, he said, "My grandmother could do it better than that. What the fuck? What are you doing?" To Lundgren.
To be fair, though, Stallone was under a lot of pressure, being in the movie and directing it. He almost killed himself making the first movie.
No, he did almost kill himself.
Yeah, I know.
So Lundgren went to his trailer in tears during a lunch break, and he called his wife, threatening Stallone to her, said that if I get one more fucking word from him, I'm going to knock him out.
Again.
And quit the film. And which is kind of what happened in the first film. Yeah, I know, because he put him in the hospital. A lot of people don't know that
punch me as hard as you can.
Yeah, Stallone told him, "I want you to hit me as hard as you can," a body shot. And he hit him so hard, he tore an aorta in his, attached to his heart. And after the scene, he wasn't feeling so good, and he eventually got rushed to the hospital, and they had to do open heart surgery on him. Yeah. That's Dolph Lundgren.
It is said that when...
Go ahead.
It is said that when Dolph punched him in that occasion, Stallone was the first human being in hearing a modem sound in his head.
Well, the funny thing to me is that people forget that he is an actual genuine martial arts champion. Fucking full contact martial arts combat fights. And, Stallone, I think he understood that, and everything did chill out between them. So, and look, Gunner's one of the most interesting characters in the franchise. Stallone cast Jean-Claude Van Damme in The Expendables 2 after Van Damme turned down the first film. And he did it because, like I said, on Monday, that the character wasn't fleshed out enough, and he didn't find the character interesting. He wanted something better. And so this time Stallone made him the main villain and focused on, fleshing out that character to make him a worthy character for Van Damme to join the team. And it wasn't, you know, he felt like Stallone talked only about money, and he didn't care as much about the money. He cared about what he was going to be doing on camera. And Van Damme was also busy with other projects, television commitments at the time of the first film's production. If anybody remembers, he was trying to work on that TV show called, what was the name of it? Where he was playing an exaggerated version of himself.
Jean-Claude Van Johnson?
Johnson. That was it for Amazon. And I personally thought it was funny. But it didn't get picked up.
Didn't last the first season.
Yep. Signing for the sequel for the Expendables 2, direct talks cleared the air, and Van Damme signed on to play the primary antagonist and adversary opposite of Stallone's Barney Ross. And that's how we got it. Preparation and filming dynamics for the film. Stallone and the production sought a top-tier physical rival for the final showdown, making Van Damme's villainous role central to the sequel's plot. Which I hate that because I prefer the word story over the plot, because plot is a device, whereas story is essential. You can have a story without a plot. You can't have a plot without a story. Van Damme kept an intentional distance from the rest of the cast and crew during production to stay focused on his character. And per NBC News, Stallone playfully challenged Van Damme regarding his physical conditioning ahead of the climactic fight scene, prompting Van Damme to intensely train and lean down his body for the role.
It is also worth mentioning that Van Damme made that final fight scene way better than it was originally supposed to be.
Well, originally, the fight you see with Statham at the helicopter was part of Barney's fight. But Van Damme didn't like that. It was moving around too much. He says, this should be a fight in one spot, a ring. That spot where they're fighting is kind of their ring. Right. And Stallone approached it the same way he did with Clubber Lang in Rocky III. And he wanted that kind of ferocity because he wants to kill this guy the way Rocky wanted to kill Clubber Lang for killing Apollo Creed and causing the death of
not Apollo, Mick.
Yeah, Mick. Oh yeah, that's right. Dolph Lundgren killed Apollo, but it was Mick's death. The heart attack that Clubber Lang caused, that he wanted revenge.
Now, speaking of that fight in the helicopter, did you recognize the helicopter?
No, I don't remember.
That's the same model and almost in the same color than Airwolf. So that's another 80s
the
reference.
black. Yeah, another great 80s reference. Now there's an actor it would have been nice to see because I don't think he was dead yet, but he was so fucked up from drugs and booze that there was no way he could make a comeback. Yeah, the guy from Airwolf.
Gary.
Although I would have loved to have seen Borgnine in this as like a supporting character.
We just saw the scene that you made 2 clips from. Do you want to play them?
I don't remember. Did I do clips?
You made them yesterday.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What were they about?
Gary doesn't live in the past.
Jan Michael Vincent died in 2019.
Yeah, but he was a wreck, wasn't he? As I recall, he was a fucking wreck. Teeth falling out and shit like that. I seem to remember that. Somebody can check.
Whatever I say would be a lie. I checked out on him a long time ago.
Well, it's his fault. It's his own fault. All right, here we go. First clip.
Cut me loose, Frankenstein.
Don't get nuts, Gunner. Do it.
I love this scene.
That Frankenstein grunt he makes. That's so fucking funny. Let's see. And then the second one here. This is Anima's favorite clip.
Yeah.
And I had to do different music for it.
Something big. U.S.
Whoa.
Yeah.
My big weapon's hanging right where it is. I don't get this back, your ass is terminated. In your dream.
Look how big the black dude is next to him.
Yeah, exactly. Like he should have been like a character that, works on their support team, working on shit. I would have loved to have seen Borgnine in this movie, because man, oh man, as much as I love the Wild Bunch, I love Borgnine in that movie.
Yeah, but apparently he never got contacted.
Yeah, and speaking of that, we now get into where the fuck is Michael Jai White in this franchise? Stallone and Michael Jai White gave differing accounts on communication that broke down between production and the actor. Stallone mentioned online that he considered White for the film, but White stated that neither Stallone nor his casting staff ever reached out to him or his agent. So Stallone claims that, and he posted this online on his own account, posted online that he wanted to include Michael Jai White in the franchise because he's perfect. And White's response to this was that, and he clarified that no official offer or contact was ever made to him or his representation, noting he would have absolutely accepted a role if it had ever been offered to him. And that, sir, is insane. So there we go.
Especially with Scott Adkins in this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
I pointed that out.
Boyka, his first big role was with Undisputed 2 with Michael Jai White taking over for what's his name? Ving Rhames' character.
Yeah, Ving Rhames' character was in the first one. And I didn't like the first film all that much, but I enjoyed the second film more. Because I am a Michael Jai White fan. I fucking love that guy since he played Tyson.
Oh, no.
Before that. He played Tyson in that not very well made or accurate biopic, which showed him as being an arpist at the end and guilty of the arping that he did. And that was something that was only one thing. He says a lot of the information in the film was wrong, misleading, the biopic. And George C. Scott was really good in it as the guy who managed him and adopted him. Him and his wife adopted him as a son. But I still like that film. But I became a Michael Jai White fan when I saw that on TV. It was good. Let's see. It's true that during Rocky IV, Dolph hit Sly in the belly. He hit him in the intercostal area. The intercostal area, like upper abdomen, right where the ribs start. So freaking hard that he had to attend medical treatment in Canada. Not just attended, he had to have open heart surgery. That's underplaying it.
Yeah.
President of the United States of America, Dwayne Elizondo, Mountain Dew, Herbert Camacho. I don't know what you're talking about.
Terry Crews. That's the name of Terry Crews' character in Idiocracy.
Oh, gotcha. Borgnine died in 2012. He may have been unable to film this movie. Well, he was still doing like interviews and shit, I think he could have probably done it in 2011. And I fucking love Borgnine, man. Even if it was just a little bit part, one scene, working on equipment.
I always thought it would have been cool seeing Clint Eastwood show up as the president.
Well, that'd have been funny. But here, this is like Borgnine should have done this in the movie.
What's the secret?
I don't dare tell you.
No meat. You don't eat meat.
I masturbate a lot.
Okay, I think
he knew the mic was on.
Of course.
Oh my god, I fucking love Borgnine, man. Fucking Borgnine's the shit. I'm not kidding. Jan Michael Vincent is also known for Airwolf. Yeah, we talked about that, dude. Oof, leg amputation is worse than getting sick.
What a weird fucking statement.
Or he hit him right in the chest. I beg your pardon. It was the lower intercostal area right here. He hit him so hard that it tore an aorta on the right side. Hit him on the left side so hard it tore an aorta on the right. Fuck, man. And he could have died. I had an intercostal injury just above the diaphragm 15 months ago, and yet it has yet to heal. Yeah, it took a while when I bruised my ribs. I took a fall from about 6 feet, landed on my back. I remember in the Army to tuck and roll, but I can tuck, I just can't roll anymore. Rolling just gone. So I took the brunt of that, and it was interesting. I thought I broke my ribs, but they said I bruised them. They took x-rays.
That's what I thought after a biker smashed me against the tree. But doctor said maybe one of them could be cracked a little, but they're just bruised. Just bruised. I was in agony every time I had to cough or sneeze for weeks.
Hey, Christian's here.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, Christian.
Oh, I miss this. I love Jan Michael Vincent and Hooper. He actually, you know what one of my favorite films was? In the movie The Mechanic with love that movie. Look, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the Jason Statham remake. It doesn't touch the original. The original has a darker ending. Oh, he would have done it. Stallone really needs to watch his fucking, alpha male status around guys like Lundgren. And one of my favorite parts of this is that he has this great relationship with Jason Statham in the films. And they seem to get along really well in real life. But I liked in this film, too, that we got a beefier role for Schwarzenegger and Bruce Willis. Bruce kind of comes off almost like a villain in the early part of the film.
Yeah.
Like he's at odds with Barney. And I kind of like that, but then shows up later to help give him support and help save the day.
Male badness.
He's a bit mean when he gives them the old plane. And Arnold says, not Arnold, Stallone says, this belongs in a museum. And then Arnold says, we all do. That was fun, but mean. I mean, what are they going to do with a fucking double-decker plane?
Yeah, it was funny. They had a lot of fun with this movie.
Yeah, the goofy thing that they did with Arnold's "I'll be back." You've been back enough. I'll be back.
Yeah, Bruce is. He goes. You've been back enough. I'll be back. And he goes, yippee-ki-yay. Yeah, Arnold goes, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Or it just goes, yippee-ki-yay. Whatever the fuck he said. Liam,
it's goofy but fun.
I told Anima that he had to die. He's Mick.
Oh, yeah.
In this film.
That was so telegraphed from the beginning. Oh, I have a girlfriend. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna get
married. Gonna have a kid. It's like, oh yeah.
It still sucked because he was so likable and he was a good addition to the team. I liked them having a sniper. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure about this particular Hemsworth in this movie, but he won me over.
Yeah, all he's got to do is be likable. That's all he had to do, and he fell right into it. Yeah, and like I like the way Van Damme kills him. Like
that looked cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
In real life, those guys would have never lost their weapons. There would have been a gunfight. Absolutely would have been a gunfight in real life. But in order to, that's the Deus Ex Machina thing, where we've got to drop the weapons in order for the villain to do what he does in order to push us forward to the third act. You got to kill the guy that Barney likes, the new guy on the team. He's young. He was going to get married, have children.
Yeah, but the kid knew he was dead because he kept telling them not to listen, not to get rid of their weapons.
And he was to retire the next day.
Yeah.
He was 1 day from retirement. Really?
That's the movie law. He's dead.
And by the way, Stallone likes writing like a lot of the one-liners for those guys. Like the Frankenstein line is a great line.
Oh, I love that.
When Arnold calls Dolph Frankenstein, cut me loose, Frankenstein.
You
what did that say?
rang.
Yep, that's it.
He should have answered, is Frankenstein.
That's Frankenstein, exactly. Walk this way. A good thing about the Expendables format is you can do all the cliched things and just call it homage to genre. Yeah. Go over the top. It's okay to go over the top with these kinds of films. And I think one of the cool parts of the third film is that they got Harrison Ford in there.
As a villain.
As a
No,
pilot.
Harrison Ford's a hero.
No?
He's a pilot.
Oh, I
He
thought
Mel
that's the
replaced
one
Bruce
where
Willis.
is the good. Yeah, Mel's the bad guy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, this is where Willis kind of becomes the quasi bad guy. Because now he's telling him, you owe me. You fucked this up, you owe me. And this is what you're going to do.
He's not a very nice character, even though he's on the good guy's side.
He's a spook.
Not likable.
What do you expect?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's CIA. Direct this film. And he got, what's his name? Simon
West.
Yeah, to step in. And
Con
he was
Air.
able to, yeah. Guy knows what he's doing. He did a perfect job. And he understands and has an eye for action.
Also, he tried to get them in the same scene as often as possible, like next to each other in front of the camera. And what blew my mind is the scene on the plane. That was filmed 2 different times, 2 different locations, because not all 4 actors were available. So he filmed the front, the cockpit, looking back, talking to the guys. And then in Thailand, he filmed the guys in the back, talking to the guys in the cockpit. And they cut it together so brilliantly that you really think they're in the plane together.
Well, that's a lie that film does.
I know.
It's like movies are lies. Absolutely. And it was, in my opinion, was an absolute great love letter to classic 80s action films. Oh my God. Guys, Keith is here. What do you want?
Greetings.
He still knows us.
Keith.
That's the good part. Hi, Keith. Good to see you.
Well, it's good to be seen. I thought I'd drop in and say hello.
Yeah, we're talking about a film that I know you like, Expendables 2.
Oh, I love the Expendables films. I like the thought behind them. Just hanging out with your friends, making movies, having fun. I really do like Expendables 2, though. There's just something about this particular movie and this cast. So
it has more Arnold, so of course it's the better movie, and it has fucking Chuck
I like
Norris.
the female in the film. She's potential romantic character and actually does her job and does it well, and she looks good fighting.
And almost gets cut in half.
Yeah.
That was intense.
Well, plus it's it's not often I get a chance to come in and hang out with you guys for a bit, so I thought I'd do that.
Keith, this is Popcorn Geek,
Hello.
buddy of mine from Twitter, and he watches your show religiously on Thursdays. He's always.
I remember
watches your
Popcorn
show.
Geek. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we're in the presence of, what should we call him? The King of Blackness?
OG Keith, because there's White Keith too.
Yeah.
When was the last time anybody saw him?
I've talked to him on Twitter, and I keep telling him, man, we miss you, dude. I wish you could come back. just hang out with us. He's such a funny dude. I've always liked him.
Me too.
He always kind
think
of
it's been
reminds
over a
me of
year.
the albino character Whitey in Me, Myself, and Irene. And I hear we got some opinions about how we're doing with our channel so far. Christian Bell, what do you think? How are we doing?
Oh, good for you. And how was it? I hope it was fucking good because it's useless now, isn't it?
I thought our channel was pretty good.
Don't call us useless. That's rude.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Gambit.
Yep, you got some hellos. Keats Gambit says hello to you. Snorty. Gambit again. The third film already divided the fan base as many felt the younger characters were too forced.
Man, the PG-13 rating.
Well, the character is in there for one reason and one reason only. To help you. He is pure Deus Ex Machina. He's only there as a device to drive Barney's character forward, to seek out revenge. Oh, wait, what was this? The third film already divided the fan base. Yeah, it's I wasn't divided. I like this film.
I mean, Stallone said in an interview.
I like the third film because you had Mel Gibson and Harrison Ford. Every single major action star from the 80s that I loved was in that movie. And I'm like, fuck it.
Well, this entire series is nothing but just the stuff that anybody that grew up in the 80s just dreamt about. You know, this is the kind of cast that I remember in high school. I always wanted somebody to just put all the action heroes together in one film. I didn't care what the plot was. Do it and let's see what happens, you know? Although at the time I was also thinking you could get every major bad guy actor and put them in the movie and just have the ultimate just.
Well, I got to tell you, they should have had as a good guy Machete in the film. And I agree. Adam and I laughed about it. It's like, and there should have been a joke in there when you see Jet Li and him standing eye to eye because they're about the same height. As to who was taller. Oh, that would have been funny as shit. Because when I met him down at Comic Palooza down in Texas, and I'm just walking over and I see this. It looked like a girl at first. His hair is so fucking long. I'm not kidding. Looked like a tiny girl, and turned and Zoe goes, oh, "It's a Machete," and I'm like, "It is." You want to say hello to him? She goes, "I don't know. Come on." I grabbed her by the hand, walked her over, introduced my daughter to him, told him to say, "We're both big fans of your work, man." She's a big fan. She really loved you in the Spy Kid films. And she goes, "Oh my God, you're so awesome." And that was it. We shook hands with him, didn't get a photo. I'd never think of that shit. And I don't know what's wrong with me.
Wow.
Oh,
I've had so many run-ins over the years, you know.
No, I can tell you it's not wrong with you. You take photos in your head. That's why you don't think of taking real ones. You save everything up there.
I've met so many celebrities. I think one of my favorites was when I met Baron Harkonnen from the TV series. Dude.
Oh my God.
And he was there, and Picard was there, Patrick Stewart, and I didn't get two shits. They had some big names. Then over on the side were some lesser-known actors, and he was one of them. And I walked over, and I didn't get in line because there was no line. I just walked over to him and stood next to his booth. And I said, "Hey, I've got a booth down here, and I just want to let you know." I said, "I am such a fan of your work." I said, "And I'm going to give you a compliment for two things that I love that you're in. One, Doc Martin, because I love your character, you know." And I said, number two, and this is an obscure one, as Potiphar in Donny Osmond's production of Joseph in his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Because when I went to see it multiple times, he played Potiphar in it, and he was great. And then they did a video version of it, which I have, of the whole production, and it's great, man. That is the only musical that cocksucker ever wrote that I liked.
Well,
and you know who I'm talking about.
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Yep. The guy that basically just borrows everything from Puccini.
Yeah. That's what he
Let
does.
me go borrow from Beethoven too, but mostly Puccini. I mean, he doesn't even bother to hide it. It's blatant.
Well, the main audience, I think, for musicals is not really crossing over with opera fans. So that's probably why he's getting away with it.
Yeah.
He was playing it safe.
Well, you know, I'm just glad that they actually made these movies, because I really don't see how you could actually do something like that right now. I mean, I don't think there's very many people out there that I would pay good money to see in this type of a film. I mean, if you decided to just put aside everybody that starred in the Expendables and decided to go for an all new group of individuals, it doesn't have to be the same storyline. It could be something different. I mean, I'm having a hard time coming up with even 4 names of people that I would cast.
Oh, fuck, man. Rutger Hauer should have been in it.
No. I don't mean making another Expendables with a different cast, but I mean just another action film where you could have a group of well-known action heroes, because we don't really do that anymore. Hollywood has pretty much gotten out of it. I mean, over the last, just 10 years, I think
all that toxic masculinity. Oh God. I just can't take it.
I think it has gotten to the point where probably the most dominant franchise has been John Wick. And and that's about it. Because and unless it's somebody that was actually in a John Wick film, I can't think of too many other people who I would cast. I mean, a lot of the actors today, I mean, can you actually see, for instance, any of the Marvel actors doing something like this?
Chris Hemsworth, he's got Extraction films.
Chris Hemsworth is good, and that's one. But can you come up with at least? Can you come up with at least 5?
Well, I can name Richland and Bernthal. I could see those two in a movie like that.
Bernthal's cool.
He really is cool.
Yeah, Bernthal is just a guy I could actually grab a beer with and talk with for a while.
Michael B. Jordan, maybe?
Michael B. Jordan would be good.
Michael B. Cool, too.
You know, I still don't know how I feel about his version of the Thomas Crown Affair, but I guess I'm going to have to see more than just the trailer that was released. But
first of all, no.
What do you mean?
I wasn't even happy with Pierce Brosnan remaking that movie. Leave that movie the fuck alone. Steve McQueen is the king of cool for life.
Yes.
For history, all of history. Nobody's ever going to be as cool as him. Stop trying. Seriously, just make yourself look stupid. Leaving aside superhero films, it's pretty much John Wick in the Fast franchise. Maybe Matt Damon for the Bourne franchise. He's trying to get another one off the ground.
Yeah.
But I would rather him do it with the original director than his buddy. Because I got to be honest.
Doug Liman.
Doug Liman.
Doug Liman is the original. And I don't like Greengrass's handling of the espionage aspects of the storyline, making, the CIA villains, even though we know there are villains in there. I'm just kind of tired of that. It's a tired trope. And I preferred the first one because Doug Liman made a better action film, because the first film is a better action film. Why? No cutting away. There were fewer cuts and fight scenes.
And
You know
no
what I'm talking
shaky
about?
cam.
Popcorn. No shaky cam. None of that
No, no,
fast
he's
fucking
shaky.
blurring movement. Getting so close you can't see what's happening. He actually lets you see the action. Lets you see the cool ass shit that Jason Bourne was trained to do. And that's why I prefer the first film over all the other ones. It's the same thing with the Taken franchise. And to be honest with you, it shouldn't be a franchise. It's like, how bad of a parent do you have to have 3 fucking Taken films?
Well, that's a problem with some of those franchises, like Taken, Transporter, the Fallen franchise, is that you have a really cool character, and the character is the one that should be moving forward. They should be treating these movies as if they were individual novels with the different titles. Kiss the Girls, Along Came a Spider. It's an Alex Cross movie, but it's a totally different story.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't realize that with those films. And a lot of people don't realize that the connective tissue is Morgan Freeman. And they don't realize that that's actually in the same franchise. So it's usually smart to have a main title, because you look back, here's the first film that did it. I don't know if you remember this, adapted from the novels, The Thin Man, which it had a slew of very popular films, and they're all good.
Yeah.
Every single one of them is good.
Chemistry.
Absolute chemistry between the husband and wife characters, Nick and Nora Charles, and Asta, their dog. And
you would have to cast really well to try to remake that, but yeah.
But go back and you realize it's called The Thin Man because of the body. The dead man was the Thin Man. It was a description of the dead character that they were investigating. Okay? So naming the rest of the franchise The Thin Man was fucking weird. But the fact is, people, the audience, instead of associating it to the dead body, Nick Charles is a tall, thin man in the movies. So they continued the title to all of the films as The Thin Man Goes West, The Thin Man in Paris, or whatever the fuck the titles were, and it's sort of like, and you guys are understanding what I'm saying is, they decided to give it a name so that each time they put out a movie, you knew what it was. And it's not as confusing, like, say, as Zatoichi movies, because even though that was a series, it was a series of films, the Zatoichi films. And so they always had Zatoichi in the title. So you always knew it was a Zatoichi film. And then, of course, everybody's favorite was when he goes up against Yojimbo from the 2 Akira Kurosawa films. And they brought that character up. And look, man, I love talking about franchises. I really do. I really do. One that we've never talked about that I'm a big fan of, I brought it up only one time when we were talking about Mandalorian, is Lone Wolf and Cub.
Yeah.
Which I would love to see a proper series made of those manga stories. I fucking love Lone Wolf and Cub. And the original 70s films are really good. They're gory as shit.
Yeah.
Violent as fuck, but they're good. Speaking of Bernthal, I suppose the Accountant films count for recent. I still haven't even seen Accountant 2. Have you seen it? I haven't.
Oh, yeah. It's good. It's good.
No, we haven't watched that. I'm looking forward to it.
It's always time. We never have time.
It's not, in my opinion, it's a good movie, but not as good as the first one.
No, it's not as good in action, but the movie is more about the relationship between the 2 brothers, and it's awesome.
Yep. And there you go, Snorty. William Powell and Myrna Loy played the part of Nick and Nora Charles.
See,
and really, it's chemistry between those 2 actors. And they really did. And you know what? They made alcoholism funny and fun.
Yes, they did.
Movie magic is what the Thin Man movies contain. Absolutely. And I've seen every single one of them, and I love them.
The characters are the perfect married couple. I mean, you could play any scene between those 2 from any of the Thin Man movies, and be hard pressed to try to think of anybody who could carry that off nowadays. I mean,
absolutely. Like in the first one, there's a scene in that film, and this is like back in the fucking late 30s, going into the 40s.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a sex joke, blatant sex joke, where he walks over and all these men are surrounding Myrna Loy at the table.
Yep.
And he's kind of annoyed that he can't get to her. And then he just abruptly says, dear, I'm just wondering, have you gone ahead to the doctor to get your shots? Because, you know, that's very contagious what you have. I couldn't believe they got away with that joke. Because he was inferring an STD. Because all the men stood up and walked the fuck away.
No.
I mean, but again, that's the way they were. And it's just intoxicating sometimes to sit down and watch those two work. You know, but it's also sad because you don't see that kind of chemistry anymore. You don't see there aren't too many couples that seemingly have chemistry to be able to pull that off. That can pull off both comedy and romance. You know, one would think that it would be kind of easy, but it isn't, because you've got to be able to be good at both of those.
You look at the film Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not that big a fan. I didn't give two shits about their chemistry. I didn't really think much of it. It's like, oh, they want to fuck each other. That's all I got. That's not chemistry.
Yeah.
Chemistry is the fun that you create between your two dynamic characters. Like, look, chemistry, best example, romantic or not, you and me. Riggs and Murtaugh. Riggs and Murtaugh is one of the greatest relationships in film history.
Mm-hmm.
And the chemistry between, Mel Gibson and Danny Glover is palpable on screen. They just have a great dynamic. You just like watching them. And,
I also, there is a movie though that I enjoyed chemistry between cast members, and it's Stanley Tucci and Patricia Clarkson from the movie Easy A. I bought them as Emma Stone's parents. They were incredible as her parents.
Which was a modern take on the Scarlet Letter, and it's a good film.
Yes.
I agree. It's sort of like I like the Taming of the Shrew updated one with Heath Ledger and what's her name?
10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah, 10 Things I Hate About You. I like that movie. God damn it! I don't know. I can't say that about very many, but no, I agree with you on that. What you're saying, and
chemistry is so important. And I'm racking my brain to think, if someone decided to actually remake The Thin Man, who you would cast, because it is so important. You have to be able to balance those. I mean, it
won't be. It won't be Keanu. He doesn't have the personality.
No, he doesn't.
He really doesn't.
And he knows his limits.
You got to have somebody who is gregarious.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll tell you somebody that if he doesn't come across too psychotic, but he's too old for the part now, would be Malkovich.
Oh, God, yes.
Because Malkovich has that kind of personality, and he's funny. But no, he's too old now. You need somebody in their late 30s to do the first film and to carry on the franchise for at least a decade. You and I talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
That if you are taking on a franchise, you always got to imagine a minimum of 10 years. And so you want to get your lead actor anywhere between 35 and 40 if you're going to do a 10-year film.
It's my bone.
That way they're not too old. You don't want to do Roger Moore in View to a Kill.
That is too old. That's one movie too many. I love Roger Moore, but that was one movie too many. And I am having a hard time coming up with any couple that would have the right chemistry to be able to pull something like that off. I mean, Emma Stone would be one, but it's hard to pick someone who could balance and keep up with her at the same time. Who you could buy.
No, you need somebody. You really need somebody that's good at the sass, fast talking. Emma Stone, it does pull some of that off.
Chris Pratt,
but I don't know if she.
Oh yeah,
Chris Pratt's so fucking. He's got a look. He's more like a action comedic character rather than a tall, thin man. He needs to be a tall, thin man.
He has this boyish look, but he can pull off the tough roles too because he can beef up.
Well, it's not about being tough.
Adam Scott. Scott. If they brought it to TV, not film, he would be perfect as Nick Charles.
You have to be someone who is. You have to be someone who is, first of all, is very dapper, but also can be very charming, but also isn't bothered at all. That's the thing about Nick and Nora. No matter what kind of a scene plays out, whether it's Nora walking over and seeing a young lady fall all over Nick, you can tell by her face she's not bothered at all. I mean, she'll have fun with it. Hello, Penny. How are you?
Here's 11 alpha suggestion for that cast.
Oh God, no.
You just have to be able to have fun with whatever situation and believe that these two people are so in love with one another that they can play off and be funny, and it's a hard thing. It's a hard thing. There's not too many that can do that.
10 years ago, I would have said Dominic Cooper, the one that played the young version of Stark in Captain America, the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
he wears the pencil thin mustache really well. And the show, movie needs to be a period piece. It needs to take place when it was written for it to make sense. Don't modernize it.
Yeah, you really need to that's a search.
I can't stand that whenever they adapt something, and let's adapt this novel, but it takes place in the 30s. Let's modernize it and put it in today.
Yeah. It's
sometimes it can work. Most of the time, just why not just keep it there?
Yeah. Well, part of what would really help is if you had someone that understood the differences and took advantage of those things. Nobody really wants to look harshly at the way today is. And, you know what? This is going to be a weird thing, but the two leads, no.
Come on, say it.
No.
Do it now.
Bad idea. No, I would not do it now.
Well, now you had to say it. Don't leave us in suspense.
It's the two leads from Crazy Rich Asians. I think they could pull it off for an Asian version of the Thin Man, because they've got
I wouldn't like
really
that.
good.
I wouldn't like that. I would not like them race swapping them at all. No, I don't agree with that at all. This one goes out to E. Clay Thompson because he popped in.
Wubble up a dub dub. Wubble up a dub dub. Wubble up a dub dubs. Wubble up a dub dub.
They are going to have to find somebody to be him in live action. I wonder who they would cast. Because
he just threw up in his mouth, Keith. That's what you did to Alpha by saying the couple from that movie. Rich, crazy. Yeah, Asian.
Wait a minute. I didn't say Lena Dunham. I didn't.
I don't think she was in that movie.
Yeah, she's not in that film. That's Constance Wu and Henry Golding.
Yeah, I couldn't. I would not do that. If I did that, I would make up new characters and just do that. Inspired by stuff like The Thin Man and other stuff by Raymond Chandler and shit.
Wow. That is sad. That is really sad that I can't come up with a couple that could do that. Oh wow!
Well, it is kind of on the spot. It's kind of something you'd have to, really think hard on.
Yeah, true. But it also shows that Hollywood just isn't really. It's not that it's not interested. It's just they're not capable at this point. Because I couldn't even tell you who I would get to write it. I mean,
I'll tell you who they would pick to play it. They would absolutely pick Tom and Zendaya, and it would be a horrible fucking movie.
They're a nice looking couple, but they wouldn't be a proper couple for that. I couldn't.
And she can't act.
Yeah. Hard to believe she actually won awards for acting.
No, that's all fake. That's what tells you it's fake.
I know. Awards don't mean anything anymore.
Somebody like her that cannot act worth a shit gets an award.
Yeah.
Zooey Deschanel is one actress that I can think about right there. Boom. Zooey Deschanel. Now cool. I know exactly who I would pick.
Who?
Is her co-star from fucking The New Girl is Jake Johnson as Nick Charles. Absolutely. You don't know who I'm talking about. All right,
doesn't he voice the one of the variants of Spider-Man in that Spider-Verse cartoon?
Yes, he plays the voice of old Peter Parker.
The schlub.
Yeah, the schlub. That's Jake Johnson. Anima loves him. She got such a kick at him. So perfect casting right here. Hold on. Pull that down. Let me whip this out. There we go. So you got Zooey Deschanel, boom, as Nora Charles. And she does a great job of imitating talking from that period, too, if you've ever heard her do it. Yeah. And Jake Johnson I fucking love this guy. He's so fucking funny. And a great actor.
He's about 50.
Be great. Yeah, that's perfect, though. You'd be still, because he can play it till he's 60, man. Fuck it. I'm telling you right there, those two would be perfect for Nick and Nora Charles.
You know what? I also thought of I was gonna say out of the box a little bit. Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence. They've got really good
on Jennifer Lawrence, but yes, with Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper with Emma Stone would be a perfect mix.
Ooh.
I cannot stand Jennifer Lawrence. I don't think
like
she
her
acts
either.
shit.
Overhyped. Definitely.
Yeah, it's like I don't get it with her. I'm like, by the way, Jake Johnson's new movie is pretty funny, and obviously Mary Steenburgen was awesome. Oh my God! Wait, are you talking about shit? Oh wait, no, you're talking about The Dink. The Dink. I've got it. I haven't watched it yet. It's a movie that makes fun of that pickleball. When a tennis pro gets injured and has to go play pickleball. And he feels really fucking humiliated. Jake Johnson, I will watch Jake Johnson do anything. But the most recent film I saw him in was where his mother died. And he had to go meet his father, played by J.K. Simmons, and develop a relationship with his dad. And I really enjoyed that little movie. What was that thing called? What was that movie? No, that's not it. I'm on IMDb right now trying to figure it out. Was it Self-Reliance? Was that it? No, that's the one where he signs on to play a game where they're going to try to kill him. And if he survives, he gets like $2 million or $10 million or some shit.
Sounds like Running Man.
It's a funnier film. It's better. I actually enjoyed the crap out. Ride the Eagle. There it is. God, that movie is 5 years old. Ride the Eagle, starring Susan Sarandon as the dead mother, Lisa Video. You've got Jake Johnson, J.K. Simmons, and Darcy Carden, who is the AI in the show The Good Place.
Wow. Yeah. I like her.
Yeah, I do too. She's so fucking funny. It's a good fucking movie. If you've never seen it, I recommend giving that film a watch. It's got like a 6.3 on IMDb. Yeah, little indie films like that, you don't have to worry too much about them being botted.
I have my pick. I think they have good chemistry, and it would be Anna Taylor-John and Miles Teller again.
I like Miles Teller, but I don't know.
Ride the Eagle is on Tubi, for anyone wondering.
Oh, cool. Anna Taylor-Joy is good.
She's so wall-eyed, though. She's a weird-looking woman.
She looks like an alien.
Yeah, but
she's
they
pretty,
had
but she really looks like she's a hybrid. Go ahead,
Wasn't
Martin.
she wearing a wig in that movie?
What movie?
Martin, what?
Okay. Let me get the title because of course, I just forgot. The Gorge.
Yeah, The Gorge. Wasn't she wearing a wig?
I enjoyed that movie. I don't know, but she was good. That
fun.
movie, with its basic premise, was an interesting concept. It had so many logic issues, but I didn't care because I had such a good time watching it. Adam and I laughed our butts off at that movie.
Yep.
And got scared a couple times too. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, those creatures, the mutated creatures, they're scary as fuck, some of them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's way better than what I picked. So,
Yes, Alpha. One of my favorite jokes about the girl from Beverly Hills 90210. It's what is her name? She died of cancer. But she was a horrible bitch. Shannon Doherty. That joke on Family Guy years ago just fucking slayed me. You ever notice that with Shannon Doherty's eye? It looks like it's trying to escape her face. What the fuck?
Oh, that is messed up.
Yep, it is mean.
Hey,
oh wow,
Tim, I saw one of the sequels back in the 80s. It was called Debbie Does Dishes, and it's a real porn. And then there's also a Debbie Does Bigfoot.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, porn used to be fun.
Porn used to be fun, yes.
I mean, they would keep. It wasn't just dicks in their mouths; they kept their tongues planted firmly in their cheeks too. For other reasons, other than oral.
Why?
What am I doing here?
Wait, Tim, this is for you.
By what name are you known? There are some who call me...
You know, also, I will say this. Given the level of talent that we have nowadays, especially with a lot of the Marvel movies, I just don't know you could pick enough actors to have as much testosterone as you did with the cast of Heat. That film is just with testosterone, and I don't think you can find enough guys to equal the amount of testosterone that Heat just naturally gives off.
I'm sorry, that sounded perverted. When you said that.
Yeah,
it sounds like the movie is. It sounds like the movie's presenting.
Oh, jeez.
I was trying not to say anything. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. But that Heat is one of my top 5 action films, and the shootout in that movie just rules. And Michael Mann, I think, was top of his game with that particular movie. I just don't think you could do it with a lot of the actors that you have nowadays. Samu Liu, no. Can't do that with Samu Liu. You know, nothing against the guy, but not somebody I would pick for a Heat remake, sequel, or whatever.
Well, according to IMDb, you got Leonardo DiCaprio, Christian Bale, Adam Driver, and Jason Clarke attached to Heat 2.
I'm not feeling good about it. I'm not feeling
I
good.
actually like those guys. I like those guys, especially Jason Clarke. Great thing about filming in Bulgaria is they didn't have to do any set dressing to make the place look like shitholes. Yeah, absolutely. Just kidding, all my Bulgarian friends.
Here's the thing that I've heard directors say about filming on the Balkans, in the Balkan region. You really have to be very vigilant about alcohol in the crew, because those people like to drink. So you need to be strict, or you have all the camera and microphone people drunk on set.
All right, look, 20 minutes we have derailed. Let's get back to this movie here. So I want to talk about, like, what is everybody's favorite scene in this movie? Do you have a favorite scene?
I like to pronounce you Man and Knife.
Man and Knife. Anima, what was your favorite scene in this movie?
The entrance of Chuck Norris, because I didn't know he was in this. And that hyped me up. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting him too. I love the guy.
This was his quasi, retirement movie that he was done. You know, and he's like, I'm going home. Don't need to be a wolf anymore.
Too bad
you like that.
Too bad that they couldn't use the either the Walker theme or the Lone Wolf McQuaid theme when he popped up.
Well, because that's a nod to Lone Wolf McQuaid, because he's called the Lone Wolf McQuaid. And it's a great fucking character that inspired a TV show called Walker, Texas Ranger. And there was a lot of bad feelings about that, because the guy who directed, the movie Lone Wolf was left completely out. And he was not happy with that. But anyway, Anima, you gave us yours. Keith, what is your favorite scene in this film?
Airport showdown.
It's mine too. That's my favorite scene.
I'm not surprised you have the same favorite scene. You are like brothers.
Yeah, real popcorn geek. What's your favorite scene in the film?
I like the bit where Statham's in the church, and he's doing a little thing. He's like, I like to pronounce you Man and Knife.
Man and Knife. It's a good quote and it's a good scene. Martin, your favorite scene?
I'd say the Statham and oh my God,
Atkins fight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, around the helicopter.
Oh, that fight should have been so much better than what it was. But they had some big famous tennis star or whatever that wanted a cameo, and they filmed the cameo and they wind up cutting it. So the fight scene wound up, cut down because they wasted on some, celebrity cameo that wasn't even in the final movie. Irritating.
Yeah, that was weird.
Well, to be honest, I'm very happy with the result, because contrary to most people, I don't like a long fight scene. I like to see a fight that is precise, concise, and ends quick.
Yeah, don't go on too long. Not every fight scene needs to be Darth Vader fighting Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And take 20 minutes.
Thanks, John.
So I'm going to post a question to the audience. And let's see. should I do it as a poll or should I? Yeah, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do a poll.
Yeah. Tragic poll.
Because we got a final film with the comic book with Chuck Dixon, Stallone, and Graham Nolan with Expendables Go to Hell. Right?
I'd love to see that get turned into an animated movie.
Me too. And have them all voice the characters.
Now, I haven't read the comic, so I need to ask, are they dead in hell or what?
I have never read it, so I don't know. So I'm going to ask this question of you guys, and once you answer this, it will be a follow-up question depending on what your answer is. So here you go. Stallone's still busy with Tulsa King. He stays pretty busy with that show. He's taken over. And he's, in fact, for the following season, it's going to New York. Now, let's see, where are we at? We're right, getting some votes in, and it is no. Should there be an Expendables 5? And if it's no, I'm not going to ask the follow-up question. Why bother?
I personally wouldn't mind one.
Keith?
You know what? After the escape plan, yeah, you could do one more.
Yeah, that was a disappointment that Arnold wasn't in the second film, and that's why it tanked. I don't think we'll get another one. They screwed up with that. People just want, and this is what I said to Anima the other day, Arnold and Stallone could do nothing but movies together until they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, they can make a cooking show, and everybody will watch it. Gambit, I'm not sure if you're being clear enough. Can you be more?
They should make fun of, or do a spin-off of Tango and Cash, because Kurt Russell didn't want to join. He was asked to join the Expendables too, and he wasn't interested in doing an ensemble piece at all. And he didn't want to do the sequel to Tango and Cash. So what you need to do is take the concept of Tango and Cash and have it be whatever Stallone's character's name is and whatever Arnold's character's name is, as two cops that work the street different ways. You work your side of the street your way, I'll work my side of the street my way. The famous line from Steve McQueen in the movie Bullet.
Yeah.
Let's see, they should be like Lemon and Mathau and just do nothing but movies together until they die. It's exactly what I said, John. The two of those guys getting together at the end of their careers was awesome. Absolutely. And it was worth the price of admission when you go see Escape Plan to see those two talking shit to each other and being friends.
It's too bad they can't make a movie about being rival college football coaches.
Ooh, I'd watch that. All right, we've got, it's changing. We got more votes coming in. It's now 40% yes, 60% no. Make a difference. Vote.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can we vote? Or is it only the audience?
And then once you're done voting, I'll turn it over to the Electoral College and they'll decide.
In a month.
In a month. And I know we have to have Our forefathers had the insight to realize that the more populatedly dense an area is, the more of a threat to the voting process. So that's why electoral college is essential, is to keep Chicago, Los Angeles, and New York City from deciding every fucking election. Because that's the problem in the state of Missouri. We get so many shitty fucking ideas that get voted in because St. Louis and Kansas City vote everything in. And it screws the rest of the state. Are you the next P. Diddy telling people to get your vote? Hey, man, let's have a freak party. I'll bring some baby oil.
Yeah, I think I'm coming down with a case of the I'm going to opt out blues for that evening. So,
all right. I ended the vote. It is 67% said no, 33% said yes, and that's it. So, end of the vote. Hey, Black Dragon, what's up, man? Shout out to you guys. Love the channel. First came across when you had Sandy. He's a good friend of mine. Good friend of mine. And we've been talking about having him and his girlfriend back on.
Yeah.
Got a schedule with them. And I want it to be something worthwhile. Oh, there's that little clown car. There it is.
Dude, they could steer that car just by the recoil of the jackhammer.
I enjoyed this scene. This is my absolute favorite scene. You've got fucking Chuck Norris smoking guys. You've got Bruce Willis and Schwarzenegger smoking guys. All of them saying little catchphrases here and there or stealing the other person's catchphrases. Like, oh my fucking God, when Schwarzenegger says, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. I'm like, but hey, good luck to the filmmakers if they keep bumming. Look, man, I'm all for it, man. It's pure escapism.
Yep.
I will never say no to pure escapism because we got too many pretentious cunts out there.
All they have to do is make it better
movies.
than the last one.
Yep.
Yeah. We have these pretentious cunts out there that work by corporate filmmaking. They make sure to get their check boxes filled so that they can get a nomination. Fuck you. And, fuck Christopher Nolan. I really don't give two shits. Don't care about the Oscars. They've been dead for over 20 years. Like since the 90s, they've been garbage. Andy Reynolds versus Sims, case 533-1924, was, in my opinion, wrongly decided. It allows a handful of cities to dominate their entire state's politics. And that's the problem in Missouri. We're the third largest city in the state, Springfield. And yet we cannot beat the votes. And man, I got to tell you, some fucking stupid shit. I mean, and we had a governor that just fucked everything up here. We lost our film commission. It's still part of Parks and Recreation. I mean, they used to make movies here. Winter's Bone was just one of many. We don't give any credits anymore. We took our original idea for the state of what we enticed them here for, film companies, and we basically gave it to Louisiana.
Yep.
And Louisiana uses Missouri's film commission paperwork.
Mm-hmm. Give it away.
Yep. Give it away now. Yeah, biggest regret of my life was voting for Jay Nixon because he destroyed it. This is a really cool action scene. I got to tell you, completely unbelievable, but fucking, I don't care. Jean-Claude Van Damme with his ballet kicks. Fuck, man.
That is exactly what they are, ballet kicks.
Oh, man, his kicks are so pretty.
Yeah.
I am grateful that there were no splits in this movie. Thank you.
Oh, that would have been too much.
Also, I will point out that there's another thing that got put clear in this, the importance of Barney's ring and what it means. I like that.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of The Perfect Weapon. Every time he wouldn't have a fight, he would twist the ring, from like dragon to tiger or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm. Which one's going to do the most damage?
Man, I haven't seen Perfect Weapon in years.
We tend to mostly talk about films, and when I have him in, I want to have him on to talk about something that he worked on. And we've already done one film he worked on. And let me go look. What could we have him on? I really like his film Hunter Prey. It was a good film. But he worked on The Arrival. He worked on Dogma. I also like his independent short film Shallow Water. Really fucking cool movie.
Guyver 2.
I like Guyver 2. That's a great fucking movie. It's the best one. Period. Yeah, he worked on the first Men in Black. He worked on The Arrival. He worked on The Crow. He worked on Guyver 2, Dark Hero, which I really liked. He worked on Predator 2, by the way. I love this movie, Space Invaders. Fuck, I love that movie. So dumb. He also worked on one of the best, not the best or in the top 3, but he's around the 4th best film. A Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Child was pretty good. He was an alien designer for The Abyss. We've never done that. But we did do Leviathan, and I should have had him on for that when we did that show. But Guyver Dark Hero, man, I fucking love that movie. You guys ever, do any of you guys watch that movie?
No.
That one I haven't seen.
I'll be glad when it comes out on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I got one of the last cuts of that film, and it was really a good copy. It's Gary, many great movies filmed in Missouri, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Paper Moon, Escape from New York. Pure escapism is all we want. It's what movies are really for. People don't understand that movies took off during the Depression because it was something to help people escape from the shit in their fucking lives during the Depression. And if not for that, it would have done so well. And I don't think movies would have become what they are today. And it's all because of the Great Depression. And I really would like to see people embrace that escapism again. There are guys out there that think that it has to be like high art all the time, even though thinking that they can create high art is the funniest part of it, like Christopher Nolan. No, you're not that good. You're not a very good writer. Your brother is. Jonathan's a very good fucking writer.
Thinking you can do a better job than fucking Homer is more than pretentious. It's delusional.
Yeah. I hate the video for Dream Warriors by Dawkins. Really annoying. I've never actually seen it. I'm not a big fan of Dawkins. Yeah, they've been dead since the 90s. I continued watching them until 2006 was the last Oscar. And I was so fucking annoyed at it. I just quit watching. I haven't watched one since. I'm done. The last fun thing I enjoyed with the Oscars was when Robin Williams sang "Blame Canada."
I don't know, man. Seth thinking we saw your boobs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What?
Seth MacFarlane sang a song at the Oscars, and he called "We Saw Your Boobs," and he pointed out all the actresses that got naked.
Oh, I've never seen that. That sounds great.
Oh, you have to, man. It's awesome.
One of the bits they showed was Kate Winslet. "We saw your boobs more than once," and the look on her face just, was perfect acting.
Oh, I want to see that now.
Yeah, he's such a bad writer. You're correct, Alpha. So bad that Emily Wilson, who is also a terrible writer, called him out for being a terrible writer.
Yeah, she doesn't like the movie.
Yeah, she doesn't like what he did at all in the script.
That's hilarious.
But there's no dinner. There's no dinner scenes, meal scenes, and I'm like, she said this actual fucking quote, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? that was important to mention.
Also, we already have a modern version of the Odyssey, and it's a great movie. So this was not needed.
Yeah, guess who got to see that yesterday?
Really?
She watched Go Brother, Where Art Thou yesterday.
That is a great movie.
It is. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Loved the shit out of it.
Hey, boys, we're really in a spot.
We're in a tight spot.
Yeah.
My favorite is my hair.
Yeah, he wakes up,
When he
the
wakes
first
up-
thing he thinks about is his hair.
Oh, gosh. That is just,
Well,
you
why
can tell
don't
they
you
had fun.
I got some fop. He is. I don't want no fop.
I'm a Dapper
Dapper Dan man.
When the idiot thinks their friend is
a fop.
when the idiot thinks their friend has been transformed into a frog, that is hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Elmer, yeah.
That is just a great cast. You could tell everybody had a good time. And, yeah, it's just one of those films you just have to own a copy of that. So
I will
By
never
the way-
forget how Clooney looks in a hairnet.
Yeah, it's funny as shit. So this is it. We're wrapping up right here. It's over. This is a great final line when he turns to see one thing now. He's what's that? You really need to learn how to fight.
Pointing at his face.
Stallone's face is fucked up while Jason's isn't.
Well, that's usually the case for Stallone movies. His face is usually messed up by the end of it.
We love to see Stallone get beat up.
Yeah.
Well, he tends to get injured filming his movies because there's an interview for the first Expendables movie where they're stitching him up because he has some shit going on his face. And he tries to remember a movie where he didn't bleed on set. That was funny.
That's funny.
And then he gives the sound advice, just if you're about to get hurt, don't get hurt during rehearsal because that is shameful. That's embarrassing.
What a fucking ending, John, to that movie too, because when he's bona fide, Daddy. You're not my daddy. My daddy got hit by a train. I was not hit by a train. I am your daddy. Bona fide. Fuck, man, it's so funny. And then he, at the end, as he's walking by, and it's the final scene. They're walking across the railroad tracks, and right before they get to the railroad tracks, he says, "I found the ring," and he gave it back to him. "That's not my ring. That's your aunt's ring." He said, "But you said it was in the roll top." "No, I said it. I think it might be."
Oh, jeez.
It is never going to get the fucking ring.
Cabin. No,
Yeah, he
that
can't. It's
cabin
all
is on the
flooded.
bottom of a deep lake now.
Yeah.
How he uses the flooding of that valley is brilliant.
It doesn't even know what the fuck it wants to be. And the pussification of changing the name of the trans actor's role
Achilles.
from Achilles is so stupid. It's obviously Achilles and terrible casting. And he did
Changing
this for
it-
check boxes.
Yeah, and they
Because
changed it
all of his
because they got scared.
well, that they got scared, they changed it, and then on top of that, all of these DEI checkbox characters are only there for them to get the Oscar because it's required now through the Oscars. Some of the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard.
And they got paid millions for a couple minutes of screen time.
That's right. 15 total minutes of a 3-hour film. That's all they got.
Wait a minute. That's Sean Connery money.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
I'm telling you, he's a fucking asshole. Nolan is an asshole for doing this. But
I lost all respect.
Yeah. Was that me not being banned from all the stores or just the one? That's so fucking funny. I love that movie.
Oh gosh, I may have to watch that again.
Oh, look, we were given a gift with that movie. And John Turturro's really good. Clooney is so good in this film. But we were introduced to a man named Tim Blake Nelson.
Yep.
Who is so fucking awesome in anything he's ever done. And one of my favorite Westerns of the last decade. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie, but I can't tell you anything about the fucking movie. He plays a former gunfighter, goes by the name of Old Henry, which is the name of the movie. And he gets crossed by a crooked sheriff or marshal that's looking for a guy that took his money. And the character Delmar plays refuses to back down to these guys, and it's a bloody fucking war. And his boy, who's lost respect for his daddy because he's just a farmer, finds out what a fucking badass his dad could be. And it's a good fucking movie. Yeah, well, it's one of the words you'll hear me say, Gambit, everyone, is the pussification of something.
I love that word.
We get too much of it today. And I get tired of it. Yeah, one of my favorite comebacks, when somebody says something that they think is so clever with me, and I'll just reply, cunt much? With a question mark. Pussy much? I'm just being a contrarian, just to be a fucking dick to them. And I'll just egg them on. Get them madder and madder. And then finally I hit a point like, look, I got other things to do. So, okay. Have a great fucking day. I'll pray for you. God bless you.
Jeez.
But look, I like I definitely like the first three films. I had some issues with the fourth film, and that's because they went for the PG rating.
No, it's the third film.
Is it the third film? I thought it was the fourth film where they did that.
No, fourth film they went back to R, but
okay. That was a problem I had because, like, the opening scene with the train and all that, it was really badly done. That scene bugged the shit out of me on the opening train action scene, and it felt like the budget. They were skimping on the budget. They had some problems, but God damn it, it finally Mel Gibson is a great villain in it. I like it. It's Riggs versus Rocky. When he plays maybe an aged gunfighter who's not supposed to be alive, that movie, it's amazing. Absolutely. I love that movie. Old Henry. Find out his daddy. Oh, yeah, don't.
Oh, yeah.
You're giving away spoilers. Too much, Sean.
Spoilers.
Don't. Because Anima hasn't seen it, and I want her to enjoy that film. I really do.
Yeah.
So right now we're watching a movie called Waiting with Dane Cook, Ryan Reynolds, Scott Long, I think is his name. The guy from Dodgeball.
Yeah.
And Walrus. He's in it. You've got Anna Faris in it. Luis Guzman is in it. I fucking watch anything with Luis Guzman. I fucking love that guy. And the
Justin Long.
Justin Long, that's him. That's it, Justin Long. And I told Anma, because both of us worked in the food service industry. And I did for like my first 4 or 5 years.
I did 2 fucking decades. Never going to work in that field again.
Now, I went from that to medical. And I was glad to get the fuck out of food service. But you get a movie like that kind of like shows you everything that's wrong with the food industry and the insanity of working in a kitchen and the inappropriate stuff going on. And I like this movie because I think it's fairly honest look, despite the zany, raunchy comedy part of it, because most people are pretty raunchy in real life with their humor.
Well, it does for the restaurant industry what DC Cab did for cabs. So, and
I love DC Cab. That's a good movie. Gary Busey, Mr. T. Fuck, man. I just forgot his name. The guy that plays Wojo Howitz on Barney Miller is the boss. Geez. Great fucking actor. We still have him. He's still alive.
He is. He's one of the last.
I've talked to Vicky, and she told me to write up a letter. If you want to help me on that letter, would love to have him on to do an interview. Because just
Bill Maher was in that movie.
Bill Maher, when he was acting, was in that movie. That's right.
And Adam Baldwin.
Back when he was actually funny too. Adam is in there. The superior Baldwin.
Oh, of course, yeah. Oh, geez, that movie was so much fun. God.
Well, you got Harrison Ford in his fucking 80s, for Christ's sake. The worst I've seen is The Irishman with De Niro. Because he's supposed to be, they digitally de-aged him, but he moves like an 80-year-old.
Yep.
Like when he curb stomps that the owner of the store, like he's moving like an old man when he's kicking him. I'm like,
yeah, the tech can only do so much.
They should have got a younger guy and put De Niro's face on him.
I really don't like digital de-aging. It always looks off.
Yeah, they should have done like the first Captain America where they had that one, little guy, and then they digitally mapped Evan's face on there.
Yep. And it worked.
It did
fucking work.
Back when the MCU was something to see.
You fuck Keith.
What?
Nothing.
What did I do?
Nothing. I'll send you a private message.
Okay.
Through Facebook. I'm opening Facebook right now. You did what I said not to do. There you are. I found you.
Bad Keith. Bad Keith.
There you go.
I get my
message sent.
Just take away.
No.
Okay.
Me giving you. I'm going to give you some shit in our personal chat. Did you read it yet?
Hold on. Now I just got it. Ooh. Okay, I'm sorry.
In the third one. Yeah. Should be.
I'm sorry. You know
now
what?
Go sit in a corner and think about what you did.
I can think about it.
What you did.
You know what? You can give me lots of guff when I do my show, and we could talk about the AI version of Johnny Quest.
Was
it you?
I watched it. I got to tell you, I don't normally like AI stuff, but every once in a while something to catch my eye, and I actually really like the transition from cartoon to live action on that.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
That was cool.
I would love to see complete motion capture, realistic but not overly real.
Yeah.
Johnny Quest action adventure. That would be so fucking awesome.
Not many writers I could trust. There are not many writers I would trust to be able to write that.
I think there's one I would trust on that. And he's spotty depending on who's producing is Jon Favreau.
You think so?
Yeah, he's a nerd, and he likes his action. Absolutely. I think he would be a good one for writing and directing that. It's right down his alley. And when I say that, I mean his ass. And he'll be 85 a year later. I wonder if Polish people cringe as much at the pronunciation of Wojciechowicz and Barney Miller as we cringe at the pronunciation of Polish by Polish people. Alpha, you have me on that one because I don't know how the Polish pronounce Polish. I don't.
They probably say Polish because in Polish it means Polski. Yeah. So they probably pronounce it like Polish.
Oh man, the close-ups scenes, not bad. I enjoyed it for the best, for the most part. But when they cut to the far shot of him curb stomping that guy, he looks like he's 90 fucking years old. He's moving like a 90-year-old. He's supposed to be like in his 40s. And I'm like, yeah, bullshit. That was done terrible. 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 Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I don't know if I had that video. Do I have that video? I'm going to look real quick. Is that in here? It's either in here or the other one. Let me look.
I never seen that video.
You've never seen the what video?
Oh, the whole Polish language?
No.
People shouldn't even try. That is too fucked up, Alpha.
Yeah, we have to add everybody again. There we go. I'm in the other studio. There it is. This one.
How dare you! The impudence! The audacity! The unmitigated gall!
There we go.
Yeah, I like that.
Pure effing hubris.
I couldn't believe I liked that movie so much. That was right at the start of the kidnapping of Zoe. I hadn't realized that they'd kidnapped her, but I was afraid of it. And she was supposed to be back for Christmas, and I went to see that movie without her. And I told her all about it over the phone. Like, you'll like this movie, sweetie. You will. It's a fun movie. You will like this. She was a little tiny thing. Anyway. So that's the end. I'm done. I don't know. Do we still have the Brian video where he says that? I don't see it. I don't see it here. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Let me try the other studio. I speak Polish. It's very expressive language. Just find it funny when Poles refuse to acknowledge that Polish orthography is confusing as hell, even for Poles.
Oh, Czech is even worse.
How so?
They like letters a lot. What they don't really like is vowels.
Did you say vowels or bowels?
Vowels.
Yeah, because bowels didn't make any sense. I'm sorry.
I did not hit her.
No,
it's
you're
not
not.
true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
That's some of the best bad acting I've ever seen. All right, let's get down to these last comments here. Not Polish, the pronunciation of the whole Polish language. I'm not even going to try that. First of all, Frank Sheeran did not shoot Hoffa in the fucking head. Oh, yeah, he was not involved. That's him bragging. I speak Polish. It's very expressive. Of course, we Croats think R is a vowel. So who are we to talk?
Yep.
All right, we're going to get the fuck out of here. Frank Darabont? Why didn't you say that out loud, Keith? Why'd you write it in a private chat? Why didn't you just say it out loud? Oh, wait. Is Mel there? Are you in trouble? Blink twice if you need me to call 911. I've seen him fuck up so bad with her, and nobody gets onto his shit like Mel does. It's funny as hell to watch.
I'm just saying Batman. I know exactly what you're talking about.
He's like, he's so browbeat. He's like, oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You looked at him when he bought that 6-foot art print of Batman. It's hard. It's in a frame. And she looked at him. She goes, and where are you going to put that in the car? And then Keith goes, oh shit.
Because he forgot he had Gary in the back.
I'm in the car. I'm in the car like this, up against the window, and that fucking artwork pushing me for like an hour and a half on the road on the highway.
What are you saying?
I hope there weren't any speed bumps.
I'm narking on you.
Hey, dude. Hey, that's an important piece that I have now.
You squished my man, Bad Keith. I thought you squished my man.
I would like to say, in what little defense I have, he wasn't your man at that point.
Oh, yes, I was.
Were?
I was on the phone with her, chatting the whole trip there and back. I couldn't stop talking to her. I was so mad about her. I was mad about her. Fucking, I was lost. But so why didn't you say it out loud, Frank Darabont?
You were talking about other things, and that just sort of came to me. So I truly believe that Frank Darabont should be on the list of people that could probably write a Johnny Quest movie.
Well, I don't know if he's a fan. I would want somebody who's a nerd fan, but he'd definitely be a good director for action because the guy really understands action like nobody's business.
Yeah,
but he is kind of nerdy.
Yeah, he is.
He has particular tastes in film and TV and film. Yeah. And so, because I like Frank Darabont.
Yeah, me too.
I do. I'm a big fan of his. I would think that he got treated pretty badly with The Walking Dead. He got screwed.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, they completely fucked him with no kissing. And but this is the show we're talking about, Johnny Quest. And do you? I can go find that video. And I don't know if I can play the audio, but I can at least play the video.
Yeah, let people see it. Because, I mean, if you're not inspired or not ready to see this as a movie, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
It's very well done. And again, I've always been a Johnny Quest fan. I'm just afraid that certain people would get a hold of it and start making a lot of changes. I mean, this is definitely what I think a period piece should be. If you're going to make anything that's a period piece and make it fun.
So this is the show we're talking about. We both grew up watching this cartoon. It was one of the best things to ever be made for television. Great theme too. Tim Matheson was the voice of Johnny Quest. We had two actors that did the voice of Dr. Benton Quest. Mm-hmm. But Mike Road was the voice of Race Bannon, one of the most heroic, toxic, masculine male characters in the history of cartoons.
Jeez.
Fucking love that character, man.
It's every boy's dream to be raised partially by James Bond, basically.
Yeah.
You know. Oh,
so let me refresh this real quick. Skip that. So here's the animated Johnny Quest being turned into a 3D kid. Oh, fucking no auto ad. Nope. God damn it. Fucking annoys me.
Get over it.
I'm trying to do two things at once.
We need to have it that way, though, Gary.
Yep.
Otherwise, every panelist who wants to share his screen would constantly interfere with the show by popping it up. And not just adding.
And that's Race Bannon. Stuff's going on screen. She was the Asian spy that always helped Race.
Yep.
They had two female spies that he had close relationship to. And Haji was always an awesome character. And I love this. Perfect.
Perfect on that one. You got the eyebrows right.
And Bandit, even though technically they shouldn't have Bandit, I don't know. I love Bandit.
Yeah.
Because he was not part of the deal, which is why we never got a second season.
Yep.
For those of you that don't know, because they got only one season because Hanna-Barbera wanted a dog, and he refused, the creator. And when he found out that they had added a dog that was not in the style that he drew, he was livid. And that ended it. There was no deal after that. So they got one season. But they kept repeating that season. It was a fucking hit for Hanna-Barbera. Made him a lot of money.
Big time. Doug Wiley was his name.
Yep, Doug Wiley.
Doug Wiley was a comic strip and comic book artist who was asked to do this and create a show for Hanna-Barbera of a particular style. And he did. He created all the characters except Bandit. Bandit was created by Hanna-Barbera to throw in because they thought they needed a comedic type animal.
Must have been like post Scooby-Doo or something.
No, Scooby-Doo would not be until the end of that decade, 1968, 1969. This is 1962, 63. And this was the first non-cartoonish action adventure series ever created. And it really is, to me, a nice compliment to the kind of stuff that you had during that period, you know, the James Bond or the Avengers television series or stuff like that. And to have it be like the ultimate boys fantasy, which is really what it is. I mean, that's the line that you have to walk with this. It would be too easy to make it like James Bond, but James Bond's very adult. You know, this is the ultimate boys fantasy, which is to have a father who is so smart that he can invent anything. And then to have as your personal bodyguard / teacher, basically be James Bond.
Yep.
You know? I mean,
just to respond, Gambit, real quick. Pesci was the best part of that movie. Joe Pesci, the Irishman.
I think things are progressing to a point where if somebody isn't doing it now, they soon will. We are very close, I think, to getting someone to use AI to make a Johnny Quest film.
Well, I tell people all the time, you know, that I'm against the AI taking over and, you know, not hiring actors. But I've hit a point, too, where I'm sick to death of actors that I like opening their big fucking mouths talking politics and ruining things for fans, you know, that want to support them. We want to support them. I like Alan Richardson. I do. I like him. I like his movies, but I'm sick to fucking death of his fucking rants. I don't fucking want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from people I do like. I think there's one actor out there who I say is smart enough to fucking listen to. And I mean, he's got a fucking higher IQ than me. And that's James Woods.
James Woods.
That's what I thought.
Past that, no, I don't give a shit what actors think about anything. Promote your fucking movie and shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. I don't care what you think of the president. I don't care what you think about the laws. I don't care what you think about the laws that need to be upheld or don't need to be upheld. Don't care. Don't care. That's for you and when you go stumping for your politician. But when you're on the fucking tour to promote a film and you start talking about something unrelated or allow the fucking interviewer to guide you into what you're going to talk about, you just look like a fucking asshole. And that's all you are. I don't give a shit what you want to talk about. I don't want to hear people talking positive about Trump. Don't care. I want to hear you talk about your movie and maybe some cool shit that happened while making it. Past that, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Stay on your fucking medications, Alan Richardson. Stop getting off your meds. We know you're bipolar. We know you are. We know you need meds. Stay on them and shut the fuck up. He's had 2 movies now that should have done well that tanked. And both films he sabotaged by going out 2 to 3 weeks before the film's release talking politics. Twice. And my buddy Jason's like, well, it's the marketing. I said, no, I'm going to tell you. I made a post about it in our group. Millions saw the fucking trailers. Don't give me that. That movie was promoted on all the major trailer sites, the YouTube channels. All of them. No, don't give me that shit. It wasn't marketed. It was seen. I saw it multiple times. Anima, you saw it a few times too. Watched that trailer twice together, you and I.
Yeah.
It's like, don't give me that shit, the marketing. I get tired of people making up excuses for bad behavior. Stop it. Just own it and fucking shut the fuck up. Own it and shut up. Alan Richardson needs to fucking focus on promoting his goddamn films and not sabotaging them. And I would be pissed if I was a producer. I would never work with that guy again because you got to trust your fucking talent to not do that shit. Another good example of this, Jim Carrey hurt his career. Remember that shit, Keith?
Yep.
Started talking out against his own fucking movie, Kick-Ass 2. I don't condone that kind of violence, gun violence. It's like, oh my God, dude. And of course, again, a guy who suffers from, at least we know, bipolar. He's bipolar as hell. He's on medication too. Needs to be.
Alan would make a very interesting Race Bannon. But
he'd be perfect for Race Bannon in a film. Although I'd probably have him trimmed down a little. But I like him as an actor. I like him. He's enjoyable. I've liked him since he was on Smallville.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish he'd shut the fuck up. I don't want to know your politics.
Yeah.
It's none of my business.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody's vibrator's going. And that is the vibration of that's the end of the show. Absolutely, Gambit. Absolutely. Joe Pesci. God, he knows he's a better actor than his career shows. Because he is a great fucking actor. He had one bad film and he kind of got a bad taste in his mouth. And it was the one Gone Fishing he did with Danny Glover, which I thought was a fun movie. And then he just started cutting back and not doing very much. I think he did, 7 or 8 heads in a bag, duffel bag? Yeah, I like that movie, dude.
The George Hamilton?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I love that movie.
I like what he did with the grandma. Grandma's like, "What's your fucking language?"
Language. Great fucking movie, man. You just like Joe Pesci kind of retires and he just pops up every once in a while. Like he's in a goddamn Snickers commercial.
Oh yeah.
That was so fucking funny. I'm like, that's just out of the blue.
Don't be Joe Pesci. Commercial. Eat a Snickers.
Don't eat a Snickers bar. And that's it. Yep, his wife was calling, so he's got to go. All right, guys, we're going to go too. So I'm done talking. Look, The Expendables is a fun fucking movie. It was really sad about Jet Li because it was around the time that they were working on this film going into the next film where his medical problems started to show up. If you Google it, it'll tell you that, it played no part in him stepping back. The fuck it didn't. There's no public acknowledgement of it, but you've got to be an idiot not to realize it, that played a huge part in when he stepped back. he got dribble faced. He started getting puffy in the face from his hyperthyroidism. He started having massive symptoms that were very similar to diabetes.
Was it from the illness or from the meds? Because usually puffiness on the face
It's
is caused
both.
by
It's a mixture of
cortisol
both.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, cortisol is a major one, and he was on a lot of medications, and it was playing havoc on his body. And but he's back, and I'm glad to see him back. But there were a few years where we just didn't see him, and they said, "Well, he stepped back to charity work." Blah 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 blah. Shut up. People know how to do math.
He needed to go on a break to take care of himself, and that's fine.
Yes, he did, and he saved himself. I believe that making a lot of the decisions he made, and he's not the only one. We've got another actor that played in DC. He was DC's version of Bullseye. What's his name?
Green Arrow?
No, Bullseye, the assassin, the target. He was in a cutscene from Deathstroke. The actor, the Italian actor who was in that played Deathstroke. He's got a condition right now that deals with his thyroid, and he had to have surgery and have one of his glands removed because it was wreaking havoc on him. And he's trying all kinds of weird mystical shit. I don't know if that's going to work, but I do know that he has changed to I don't know if he's a complete vegan, but he has turned to a vegetarian diet to help control some of the problems he's got. Joe Manganiello, is that it?
Manganiello.
Yeah, he had a health scare. God bless him. Wait, what does this one say? Robert De Niro, yeah, just stop doing that. Be pro. Go support the people you like. Stop hating in public, because that is an ugly mask. Once you put it on, can't get it off. It's a stink that ends up on you. All people are going to remember is you for your hatred. And they don't understand that. It is listed now as a mental disorder. The people that do that, it's actually a different mental disorder, but that's what it is. It's they become slightly deranged about something, and it happens. OCD, it's a motherfucker. So take your fucking meds, and we'll see you next time.
What?
OCD, man, obsessive compulsive disorder. And it can get bad. It can get bad. And it can cause people to do that, to where they become deranged about things. They get so fucking caught up, and it's all they can think about. They can't think of anything else. You look at people like Rosie O'Donnell, who'd aged like 25 years in 5. In 5 years, she looks 3 times older than what she is. So goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen.
Do widzenia.
Adios.
Gule gule, adieu, and au revoir.
Au revoir. And then, of course, I also know Zaijin. And there you go. That's Chinese. Let's see. I usually take my meds in the morning. So we're out of here, guys. We will see you again on Der Freitag, where we will be talking about what movie? Oh, Expendables 3.
Gary likes
I like that
this.
film. Yeah, it makes it so much easier for me. You guys, you take care of yourselves. Thanks for hanging out, man. Enjoy the chats, guys. And we will catch up with you again soon. God bless. Bye, guys.
Good night.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Damage.